it's been 3 years since I did that unboxing video. It's over 3 years actually. The unboxing video of Leonard is what I had named him, which I mentioned at the end of that video. So I didn't really use him. He was more, I would say, a collection piece for me. So I just kept him around and to look at him and enjoy having him, to admire. It's a Frank Marshall figure, Nosey figure. Some would consider a collectible piece just to have in their collection. But he's certainly usable, and as I started playing with him some recently, I saw the charm in him, and I was like, wow, it's just that whole thing, like the Jerry Mahoney and the Danny O'Day and any of those kind of Frank Marshall figures, when you see them come to life, he does that. So I put the tuxedo suit on him. I mean, here's that facade vest I mentioned. Underneath there I have a white shirt I had put on underneath that, and he's got the black pants, and he's got his black shoes, nice black shoes on. There's his nice black shoes. He's a big guy, considering he's tall enough. The white rose. So Leonard, what was your voice going to sound like? It's just a high falsetto voice, almost like Danny O'Day, eh? Yeah, I guess like Danny O'Day. But I really wanted an old man voice. But if I start doing too much nasal, it started sounding like some other voices. Or if a little gravelly, it started sounding like old feller. So I just, alright. So I just kept it monotone, kind of like a Mickey Mouse voice. Mickey Mouse, yeah, that's me, Mickey. And the reason I'm taking the head out for a second is to show you something I didn't show the last time, is within the top here where the head rests. It's got this plate on there, and it's got this little beveled piece there so that the one lever for the jaw animation, slot jaw animation, could fit through there. You can see it's all screwed, and it's actually kind of nicely done on top of this, you know, wooden torso piece. So I wanted to show that. And I don't know if you noticed, but also in the unboxing video, in the back, string it looked like, and I was like, oh, was that for a shrugging mechanism? But it's not. It's almost like the rubber band kind of a thing on there, and yeah, I think it's just to tie maybe a head harness, or who knows, something like that. See the other side had one as well, and then in the inside, trying to show on camera, but they had those in here, which were also string, rubber band that held like I'm saying a head harness, but something. The hand with the problem, but it really is the hand that had an animation in it with a spring, just to show a little more about that. It's obvious, it's the thumb is the reason they have that, so it could be used to, you know, you could probably do it when you're holding them, you know, have them like give like a thumbs up, or it could be used to hold something. So maybe a cigar, who knows? Like I'll take a pen, and he's holding a pen. Like he's conducting an orchestra with a pen. That's kind of neat. So that's what that's for. And it holds, it's pretty strong, that spring, so it has a good grasp. It can hold something pretty tight. Yeah, so those are the things extra that I wanted to show here. I didn't show in the unboxing 3+ years ago. I wanted to keep him in his original patina as I got him, I'll call it. If he was going to be a figure I was going to use a lot, or a functional figure, I may have some work done on him. I might as well say, at this point, I'm selling off figures, and I'm probably going to sell him off too. Would I like to keep them? Yes, I would. I love all my figures, and they're like my friends. I know they're inanimate objects, but just having them around, I really enjoy them. If I want to pick one up and do something with them, it's anybody who does ventriloquism out there who collects figures, they will relate and understand. If they go to a good home, that makes me feel better because I can't keep them forever. I mean, as long as nothing happens to them and whoever owns them takes care of them, they're going to be around a lot longer than I will, and just like they have from previous owners. And I think the previous owner, it seemed, was a preacher for him. And so was he the original owner of Leonard throughout Leonard's life, and then got tossed into a box into an attic somewhere? Maybe. I'm speculating. But he may not have been the original owner, or there may have been other owners after him. Who knows? I had I'll call it two other sets of clothing I kept. The other ones were just not worth keeping. They're all old, so I'm going to put a different jacket on him, and I'll put that knot tie as well. Now, I don't know if this was the original body to him. That was another question I had, but it's an old body, that's for sure. And the hands, which you've already seen a lot, but the closed fist, I almost felt like, was this supposed to simulate some kind of glove, to go with the tuxedo and give that Charlie McCarthy tuxedo type attire for the time, because he was probably from the 30s. The newest he'd be with beginning of the 40s, but I think he's older than that. And so that's why this would have been something that would have been desirable, because that was very popular in ventriloquist figures at the time. Alright, so I changed his jacket to another one that came with him, and you can see it's all wrinkly and it was all folded up in a box forever, so it doesn't look so good. Yeah, I look like a doctor who's drunk all the time, maybe depressed, and a little disheveled. Yeah, maybe something like that. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying my best with this, and here's the knot tie. It doesn't all fit so well here, and with better clothing he would look better, of course. But I just wanted to put it on for a second so you can see it. It does have that red rose and a little handkerchief in the pocket, but overall it's just not looking so good. Alright, so here he is with the third, well, I was going to say the third suit, but I didn't put the pants on. I just got the black pants, but the pants that come with this are the exact same material. And I think this definitely fits him the best. It's more snug, and it looks good on you. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, I think this is where it's at for you. We'll just use this for the skit we do. Yeah, he has great hair too. I love his hair. Well, it's real hair or not, but it's very nice hair. Yeah, this hand is kind of neat. I like the finger movement there. Yeah, so it has a little wear and tear on it, but it works. You know what? What? I went to see the doctor the other day and scheduled an operation on my hand. Oh yeah? Well, did he tell you what to expect? Well, I asked him, will I be able to play the guitar after the operation? Well, what did he say? He said, yes, of course. Well, that's good news. Yeah, that's what I said to him. I've never been able to play the darn thing before. So, that hand, as you can see, it has a cool functionality. You can hold things, and it holds it very steady. He's holding a cigar right now, without a problem. It stays pretty tight in his hand, or around his thumb, holding it down. Yeah, that's right. Take two. They're big. Alright, so, I've cut back a lot on stuff like cigars and drinking. I was never a big drinker anyway, per se, but I'm just looking out for my health as I get older. It's kind of important, so I still enjoy those things, but I cut back some. You're not that old. Well, as far as human age goes, I'm getting there. Compared to you, no, I guess I'm a youngster. Don't diss me. I'm not dissing you. Well, yeah, I'm older than you. And you probably been through seeing people come and go, and you're still around. You still look probably as good as you did when you were first made by Frank Marshall, the incredible figure maker. May he rest in peace. Speaking of which.
Yeah. You know what?
What?
I remember the place I was at when I decided to stop drinking.
Oh, well, where were you?
I was at a bar with my drinking buddy.
Oh, well, what could have happened to want to make you stop drinking?
Well, my buddy points to these two old guys across the bar and says, "That's gonna be us in about 10 years.
10 years. Oh, so you thought, oh, I don't want to end up like that. Just an old barfly living out my life drinking in a bar. I can understand that kind of realization.
No, that's not it.
Oh, well, what was it?
I realized he was pointing at a mirror and we were actually looking at ourselves.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Who knows how many more partners you're going to have after me? I mean, that's just the way it is. I was wondering about that preacher partner. Do you remember anything about him?
Well, you know, he came back and visited me in spirit once.
Oh, did he tell you anything about what it's like to be in heaven?
Well, he told me while he was in line waiting to get into heaven, he noticed this cab driver was awarded a higher place than him.
Why would a cab driver be awarded a higher place in heaven over a preacher?
Yeah, he complained to God. He said, "You know, I dedicated my whole life to my congregation." And God said, "Well, our policy in heaven is we reward results."
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, God said, "Was your congregation well attuned to you when you gave your sermons?" And my old dead partner admitted, "Well, some of my congregation did fall asleep from time to time."
Well, I guess that can happen.
God said, "Exactly. But when people rode in the cab driver's taxi, they not only stayed awake, they even prayed."
Okay, well, there you go. Obviously, the cab driver wasn't that good, and people were scared when they rode in his taxi and prayed even. Good one. Leonard, I was wondering, do you know any songs?
Yeah, of course.
All right, well, would you like to sing one?
Sure, I'd love to. My Astro, stop the music, please. I have a sad story to tell you. It may hurt your feelings a bit. Last night when I walked in my bedroom, I stepped in a pile of
Shaving cream, be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
I think I'll break off with my girlfriend. Her antics are queer, I'll admit. Each time I say, "Darling, I love you," she tells me that I'm the lush.
Shaving cream, be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
My baby fell out of the window. You'd think that her head would be split. But good luck was with her that morning. She fell in a barrel of
Shaving cream, be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
An old lady died in a bathtub. She died from a terrible fit. In order to fulfill her wishes, she was buried in 6 feet of
Shaving cream, be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
When I was in France with the army, one day I looked into my kit. I thought I would find me a sandwich, but the darn thing was loaded with
Shaving cream, be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
And my story is ended. I think it is time I should quit. If any of you feel offended, stick your head in a barrel of
Shaving cream, be nice and clean. Shave every day and you'll always look keen.
Hello. Bye-bye now.
Okay, bye-bye.